A Tigrayan origin Biniam Gebrezadeh, who is majoring in architecture in Las Vegas, speaks out the truth about TPLF. Biniam has been appearing on various media outlets and expressed his deep concern on the TPLF's inhuman act. During his stay with the OBN Horn of Africa, he noted civilians in Tigray and in diaspora have been deceived by a TPLF clique through false propaganda. He added the media brainwash has made Tigrayans to stand alongside TPLF.
The first factor for this would be the TPLF's relentless effort to brainwash Tigrayans in the Tigray region and abroad. So this brainwashing is through media telling them the Ethiopian government, backed up by the rest of Ethiopians, is trying to commit genocide in Tigrayans and kill every single Tigrayan and wipe them from the face of the earth. So this brainwashing has contributed very significantly to the current animosity we see between Tigrayans and Ethiopians.
Apart from the propaganda brainwashing, people who have been benefited from TPLF either financially or either ways have been still supporting the terrorist element, he said.
Most people that support the TPLF are direct beneficiaries, financial beneficiaries of the TPLF. You see, during their 27 years in power, they accumulated wealth that is beyond measure. And the very people that protest outside saying this is a war against Tigrayan people have direct or indirect link to the TPLF. So the destruction of the TPLF means that their financial resources, their financial beneficiaries or benefactors are going to be obsolete.
Though the conventional war between TPLF and the Ethiopian National Defense Force has started last year, TPLF has launched war against Dr. Abiy's administration since the PM took office, Biniam reiterated.
The war started 3 years ago when they tried to forcefully execute the Ethiopian prime minister. He had every reason to go to war against them then, but he didn't. And for the past 2 years, we were hearing disturbing things about our people being killed in Gambela, in Oromia, in Amara, everywhere. Ethiopians were dying. And most people, including myself, were criticizing the prime minister for not taking action because it was obvious that these groups were backed up by the TPLF. And, you know, it sort of reminds me of a quote from Winston Churchill. He said, "You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth." And for around 2.5 years, Prime Minister Abiy was trying to reason with these, I wouldn't call them tigers, I would say hyenas, with these hyenas for about 3 years while his head was in their mouth. He tried to negotiate.
He also highlighted that TPLF has never liberated any single Tigrayan, though its acronym stands for Tigrayan People Liberation Front.
For 27 years, they had the chance to truly liberate Tigrayans from poverty. Poverty is the real enemy in Ethiopia. And one TPLF official, let's say even Debretsion himself, with all the power and wealth that he had, he could have helped Tigrayans drink clean water 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But they were unable to do that for 27 years.
The simmering political baggage being witnessed in Ethiopia is that of the U.S. meddling in the sovereignty of the country is the result of TPLF. By using TPLF as a Trojan horse, the U.S. is striving to challenge Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed, added Biniam.
Let Prime Minister Abiy run errands for them. They thought Prime Minister Abiy was appointed to work for them as well, but he made it clear that he's not going to work for them. He's not going to work for the TPLF. He's only going to work for Ethiopia's history, for current Ethiopians, and the future of Ethiopia.
Biniam urged the Tigrayans to isolate themselves from the terrorist TPLF.
At the end of the day, you can hide the truth, but the truth will reveal itself eventually. And they don't want to be on the wrong side of history.